Welcome to another edition of the Midday Show. It's hosted by me, J.R.B. Aronson. This is the Midday Show with J.R.B. Aronson. And normally we would actually insert a intro tune or an intro to the show, but right now I just got off work and I realized I haven't recorded a podcast. So to make things easier for me and you, we are just going to do a classic podcast without the intro because this will be so much easier for the both of us. So I had one of those days where I don't know what I was going to talk about, so I went to my good friend the internet for all the inspiration, all the motivation. And the internet recommended I talk about things relating to my audience. Most of my audience is from 25 to 40 years old. So I decided, let's talk about being in your 30s. Why not, right? Especially those of you who are maybe 25 or between 25 and 30, and you're like, what's going to be in your 30s? What's that going to be like? Well, it comes down to this. It's going to be just like your 20s, but things are going to slow down a little bit, and you're really going to think about where you're going to be in life. In my 20s, I didn't really care about where I was going to be in life. I was just happy to exist, you know? I started having my family young, and, my first kid was born when I was, 20? Or 19, I should say. Now I'm up to 5 kids, and I'm going to stay at 5 kids, obviously. And for me, because I started parenting so early in life, at 32 years old, I now feel as if I'm 45. And most of my friends are actually in their 50s. So this topic of what it's like to be in your 30s, oh my goodness, I thought I would share with you because I'm only 32 and I'm pretty sure I have a lot to learn. So, the first thing about being in your 30s, in my opinion, is you get to find out who your friends are. You get to see who is really your friend and who isn't your friend. Now, that, for a lot of people, to find out your friends, that is also a tricky thing. For me, a friend is someone who is there to listen. A friend is someone who will do their best to help me, not so much financially, just so much so that I don't feel alone. And that's basically my friend, right? Now, a friend, that's it. A friend is just a friend. I don't want anything from my friends. Hold on. Feels like I have something in my tooth. I just had some ketchup chips before coming on the show. Probably not a good thing. But so you're going to find out who your friends are. You're going to find out which of your friends you consider users. And what does it mean to be a user? Well, it means that your friend only calls you when they need something. For some friends, it's a vehicle ride. For other friends, it's financial. For other friends, it's they're drunk and they just want to talk to somebody. So in your 30s, you begin to see who is your friends and who are just the friends that drain your life force. Oh, we have those friends. The other thing, you're going to start focusing on career choices. What career are you going to be in? Because chances are you're going to be in that career for many, many years. Unless you find out this is not for me, let's go try something else. For me, because I can't see very good, I have a limited source of careers, especially in the geographical location that I live. I live in Alberta, where it's very tough in Alberta, Canada, to find work as someone who is visually impaired, with someone who can't see. I don't like calling myself blind because I can see a little bit, right? And right now my career is TikTok and making caramels. I love making videos for TikTok, but I also love caramels. I used to call myself a YouTuber, but then I sort of stopped making videos for YouTube until just recently when I integrated the Midday Show hosted with J.R.B. Aronson, when I started adding those because my YouTube channel was just collecting dust. And if you go look at my YouTube channel, which is J.R.B. Aronson on YouTube, you will see that most of my videos barely break 20 to 40 views. So that channel is like going nowhere. But I know I have those 20, 40 people who care, so I started putting episodes of the podcast on my YouTube channel to hopefully further that. And for me, my biggest thing right now is being a parent. I'm a parent of a 12, 9, 5, 4, and 3-year-old. I am very busy. And when I'm not making these podcasts or making videos for TikTok, I am usually making caramel. Love making caramel. And I do it because I work for a company that serves caramel candy to the central Alberta area. And it's a part-time gig. It's definitely not full-time, but I'm always looking for full-time jobs. So that's why I can make these podcasts. That's why I can make these videos for YouTube sometimes and TikTok, because I'm always, fairly free when I'm not with my kids, taking care of them with my wife. So in your 30s, you're going to definitely figure out what is more important. You're going to stick to that. And what about you? Let me know through X or anywhere you know me as a friend. Let me know, how did you get through your 30s? What was it like being in your 30s? Anyway, I am going to make like a Tom and Cruise. This is another episode of the Midday Show hosted by JRB Aronson. And thank you for listening. And I will bring the energy tomorrow, because I don't think I work tomorrow. I'm not sure. I have to look at my schedule. But yeah, whenever we have episodes like this, it means that I got called into work and had to, do these episodes after work. And I thank you for putting up with my constant nonsense of just organizational skills that really are not that organizational. All right, this is the Midday Show with JRB Aronson. I'm gone. I will see you later.